leży.
Like to sit with you. Isaac, love to sit with you.
Beauty.
Such a tendency to not want to be here. Another very old pattern.
Yeah.
Familiar patterns. Yeah.
Yeah. And
It
when you
helps.
just and when you just how is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful, right?
Yeah. Gets more and more grounded.
And you have and you have the direct experience of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that in itself produces a whole rewiring in your nervous system and also a whole different set of chemicals.
Mm-hmm.
It really restructures the whole system. So, yeah.
Yeah. Good to hear. Yeah. Thank you, Isaac. Thank you.
Thank you, Najma. Yeah, beauty. Ah, Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Isaac. I just want to sit with you too.
So welcome. Yeah.
I don't know. There's been some letting go in my system, places that were held really tight, and it feels like I'm walking on a new ground again, like a deeper level.
Fantastic.
It feels a bit unfamiliar, and yeah.
Your system knows this, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, it's not in our culture and our society, we are not invited to rest like this and really allow it to inform every cell. We so, conditioned to stress, to be in life in a way that is actually not healthy, not whole, I would say like that. Not so beautiful that we're learning, you could say, because it is a learning. It's a learning. It's possible to live like this. It's beautiful to live like this. And it actually is a contribution to life, to the field, just to simply live like this, just to be. So I know, with the whole narrative that's going on, it's so easy to get sucked in a way that to try and keep abreast of all the information and stuff like that, but not at the expense of well-being. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like I can keep up with the narrative, but somehow stay much more grounded.
Yeah, fantastic, Jennifer. Yeah. And that's a learning, It's a learning.
Yeah, something just feels much more deepening into peace.
To live as our nature. Yeah?
Sorry?
To live as an expression of this great intelligence that's informing every atom.
Yeah. I don't have any more words.
Yeah. For it. Thanks, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Isaac?
Great. Thanks.
I just said yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
If you can wave your hand because the movement attracts. I'm sorry, I just didn't see it, but it helps me to see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You.
And thanks for speaking up, because if I don't see, then it's great.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, really love to sit a moment.
Yeah, so much, with so much pleasure.
Danke, Isaac.
Excellent. Yeah. Und ja.
Isaac, can you speak?
Sure. Did that help?
Yes. Yes.
Great.
Hi.
Hi. Thanks, Frontier. Esther? Ina?
Hello, Isaac.
Hi, Ina.
I like to sit with you. I'm a little bit dizzy. I'm just in I guess in the last days from this Omicron.
Oh, okay.
So fever has nearly gone,
Okay.
but I'm still a little bit few.
Yeah, cool. You know, in some ways, it's
It
like
feels-
it's like the system just, what we call Omnicron is your system is just getting new information. Basically, it's getting an
Yeah.
upgrade. Yeah. So
Yeah, that's what I thought
Yeah.
too. I
Yeah.
also thought like, wow, this is great because then I'm protected
Yeah.
for the next decennia. So,
yeah.
and I 2 days I've been really ill, and I was very happy that I didn't visit my brother and my mother in the days before.
Yeah.
So
we can say ill, but in another way, it's the body just cleaning out.
yeah,
So you
that's
know,
good.
we can term it like I'm ill, but we can
Yeah,
also
that's
say, wow,
good.
yeah, the body's just cleaning out. And so, I mean, it's
Yeah.
funny how we can look at it so many different ways.
Yeah,
And we've been programmed. Okay, that's sick, and but actually, you know, it's just life doing its beautiful dance.
yeah,
Yeah,
and giving rest.
and giving rest and drinking and taking
Yeah.
care. Oh,
Yeah,
how beautiful.
yeah, feels good.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, we all have so many viruses and bacteria and all kinds of stuff going on in our system every moment. You know, it's like it's just part of the stance. Yeah, you know. Yeah.
You feel light and happy.
at this at this moment, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's lovely to see you and sit with you.
same here.
Mm. Just allowing our nervous systems to inform each other, you know. It's just, I mean, we live in an informational field, and it's just letting the information, drinking the information, I could say it like that, yeah. Because our tendency is to stay in old patterns of thought and into old kind of habits, you could say, and just to be available to new information and learning, you could say, or however we want to contextualize it. It's just like, yeah. Does the way I'm inviting feel friendly and gentle to you?
It feels like cuddling.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Very joyful.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, thank you. Judith. Hey. Hi, Judith.
My system feels very activated.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
So
it's that activation is welcome here, Judith. You don't have to trouble yourself with it. Just thanks for letting me know.
yeah.
And that's you rest together and you don't have to do anything about the activation.
Mm-hmm.
We're just resting together and gently meeting as sweetly as possible. The activation doesn't trouble in any way, me anyway. So it's
No,
welcome.
okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm then bothered about, you know. Yeah.
Yes, don't have to. You don't. It's totally fine.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah. And thanks for reaching out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as we rest together, you know, just like our systems start to tune to each other. So if it's possible, if the activation isn't pulling your attention too strongly, just very gently starting to notice how these systems meet each other. Just how do the hearts meet each other? How do the cells start to vibrate together when we sit together?
Yeah.
Just sensing that and feeling that. Just by themselves, without needing to doing anything, just gently noticing, I would say it like that. So whatever that activation was, it's now happening within a flow of new information already, yeah? And you can feel something has already changed, at least to my sense of it. So, yeah. How sweetly is it okay for us to meet in this moment? Is it okay to meet really beautifully and sweetly?
Yeah.
Or is it, yeah, is there any reason not to? I mean, yeah. And as we rest like this, can you feel your feet on the floor and meeting the earth?
Could be different, but I'm trying. Yeah.
Just gently noticing, like underneath, we're in the field of gravity. The mama earth is here and pulling us to itself, and there's that's information, that whole huge planet that's here. Just all the information of that planet is coming up through our feet. Yeah. And in a way, our head is open to all, like the crown chakra, if you want to call it like that, is open to all the information of the galaxies. Really, it's like this. And then there's that heart connection, and the belly connection. And we can say the sexual connection, but it's, to me, that sexual, what sometimes gets confused as sexual is actually like just rejuvenation in a way, like the system coming alive, and enjoying the senses.
Yeah. I like the image of the planet, what you said, pulling us. Yeah, that helps me a lot. No, boom.
Yeah. And then information comes. I mean, like the more we tune into the nature and the earth underneath us, because it's an intelligence, it's like huge.
Yeah.
And, when we just in our thinking, we miss that intelligence because that intelligence is informing us.
Yeah.
And we're informing it. It's like it's a whole, it's like we're breathing, and so we're taking in the energy of coming from the oceans and the trees. And when we breathe out, the trees take what we breathe out. It's like a whole cycle of intelligence. The tree, it's like, oh, such a dance.
It's like all what you say is like, wow, it changes immediately.
Yeah.
Makes it also much more light and fun and party in a way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like we're not separate to this whole cosmic dance that's going on.
Yeah.
It's like it's.
Yeah, and it's not so serious. I have a tendency to,
That can be an old habit. Who knows from how many generations? But it's just a habit. It's not fixed. It's just. And they are much more fun. We can develop new habits, and those new habits actually change our physical structure, change all the chemicals that are going on in it. Literally, it's huge. And so it's like learning in a way, It's like, oh wow. It's like first recognizing that it's possible intellectually, but then actually having an experience of it and going, oh wow, it's actually quite simple. It's not so complex. And then just feeling in the body how like it changes the whole emotional state and the chemicals that are going on. It's profound. It's
And whole body perception changes.
The sense of ourselves, the sense of life, the sense of everything. And it's interesting because then also how life responds, also because it's meeting a different vibration, so it moves in a different way in life then. So it gets different feedback, and it also gives different feedback. And it's not difficult. I mean, it's actually quite simple. It's just recognizing it's possible. And then, in the sense of learning, wow, it's okay just to rest and start to have our focus including all these things. Then how sweetly can our hearts meet, Judith?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm so now suddenly I feel so much vitality and you know,
Yeah.
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 It changes our health, it changes, I mean, everything. So.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, Judith.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Afia.
Hey, Isaac.
Hi. Hi, Afia.
You have a different background.
Yeah. Someone told me that I got a bigger computer because it makes everybody's, I can see people better, and also I'm not looking down, I'm looking up, which is much better for my posture. So, but the screen then was shining in the glass. So
Yeah.
yeah, so
Nice, beautiful.
yeah, from Africa. What do you sense or feel?
I sense something deep in my belly. And like wanting to show itself, like opening and allowing you in.
Wow, beautiful.
And I feel so much trust, and I just feel that the body is trusting, so it's opening.
Wow, exquisite.
Yeah, that feels really like such a gift, and I feel a combination of just feeling this body and the autonomy of this body, and also the melting into everything at the same time, like the intimacy with everything, and also but also the autonomy, or the
Yeah, I understand. I get it.
like it's growing both into
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. And it feels like getting more and more all-inclusive.
More and more?
More and more all-inclusive. Like,
Yes, I get it. Yeah.
resistance is just not working. That it's just not working. So I try it. I do still, but it's not working. Ah. What do you sense?
Just a beautiful streaming of information that's meeting itself in the most beautiful way.
I also feel something around, like women and men would, and as if some, I don't know how to say it, but some old trauma like things are just revealing, and just
Oh, exquisite. Yeah.
in this meeting they, yeah, something
They
is
can come
clearing
to
out.
peace. They can come to peace. Yeah.
So many generations of shit, it's really unbelievable. You think you've done the work, you know, it just keeps coming.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what we're here for, huh?
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you, Isaac. Wow.
Yeah, beauty. Yeah, Mukti. Judith.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Judith.
You need to say it one time more because I see Mukti.
Hi, Judith.
Yes,
Does that work? Cool.
that works. Yeah.
How would you describe the subtle shifts that happen when we just hang out, Judith?
I can't give words. It's just happening and it's just shifting,
Yeah.
moving, and yeah. And it surprises me that when I started something, it's actually always like a little bit like that moment, kind of fear is coming in or something.
Yeah.
It's
And
subtle.
it doesn't last long.
No, it doesn't last long. But I always see this first movement that like that. It's not lasting, but it had to, to move through that.
You know, it's like, to me, like if I had to put words on it, I'd say the shift is from living as Judith to living as love, living as participating in life in the way that's giving back, rather than concerned about Judith or any, like any orientation of, So it's from some kind of scarcity to an overflow.
Yeah.
And it's natural, and your system knows it, and it loves it.
Yeah. And I'm still surprised that when I like to come and meet you, that always this scarcity pops up before it isn't there, and then suddenly it pops up.
Yeah.
And then again, it's okay. It's just here.
Shrinking and kissing. Thanks to it.
Thank you, Isaac.
Okay. And then after you, Inge, then Sibylla. Okay.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Isaac.
Hi.
I've been drinking my system has been drinking the information. And
Happy to hear.
yeah, and after last Friday too, it did bring some peace around.
Fantastic. Yeah.
And it's still there. It's active. It's still active.
Yeah.
I just want to mention it in order to mention to make it transparent.
Yeah.
You said as well, like, maybe you have to listen to the situation, like do some deeper, or see if there's some deeper listening possible. And then I kind of realized just now today that probably it's just not really possible to do deeper listening as long there's such a strong contraction.
Yeah, it's like coming out of the stress mode. As soon as it goes into stress mode, it's almost impossible to listen because the system is in survival.
Exactly.
So it's like, whatever it can do just to calm that down. Yeah, just like, okay, it's okay. All is well. It's okay. Actually, you're very fortunate, And just starting to get your frequency to where it's vibrating, that it starts to attract what's healthy for it and useful for it, rather than in stress mode it attracts exactly the opposite.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned the ancestral stuff a couple of times last week, and I can feel it's really ancestral stuff, and I would be really happy just to integrate it, and not only for myself, but just for all my family and for the world, for the universe.
Exactly. Yeah.
I really want to use this kind of opportunity to be at service, and of course to find peace.
Yeah.
Not only for me.
Yes. That's beautiful. That changes the whole context right there.
But it's a job. It feels like a big job.
Well, you have the time, and you have the interest. Is it come back?
You're a bit frozen. Now you're back. Oh, no.
Okay, cool.
You were frozen.
Can you hear me though?
Now I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Yeah. There was a time in my life when I'd built this beautiful home and retreat center and fruit trees and the dream, and all of a sudden it was gone overnight. And I was just, I was kind of shell-shocked and just like, oh wow, it was on Maui, place I loved with this incredible view, everything, a river running through it, there was a beautiful swimming hole, and suddenly it was gone, and it was like, And I did a session with this woman, and she said to me, you know, your frequency attracted that. And whatever's, you just come back to just knowing that your frequency will attract the next thing for you. And that whatever's happening is just part of the unfoldment for you. And it was really helpful for me to see that. Just, okay, cool. Just, it's an initiation in a sense, you know. And so when I took it like that, it's like, okay, something could get softer in it and not be so, you know, grieving the loss of this whole number of years of energy that I put into that whole thing. And just, okay, cool. Let's see what's next.
I hear you.
Yeah.
In my good moments, I can
Mm.
see and believe that.
Yeah.
But I hear you. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Compared what you described, the loss of my house is no river, no Maui, no.
Yeah. Yeah, for me it was like, because, you know, also I was at the time I was married with 2 kids, and suddenly I couldn't see my kids, and couldn't see this woman that I had shared deeply with. It was like, wow. And
Well,
just,
yeah,
it was far out.
yeah. Yeah, far out. And you just sharing that story, it does trigger the same frequency in me. Like I in the sense of my system is more activated now after you haven't shared that story.
It's
Like,
okay. Yeah, so just noticing that activation, and it's okay that activation comes, and the system is just adjusting, you know. It's a new circumstance, a new opportunity. And so, you know, it's like it's inviting you to, I could say, to a let go of a comfort zone or a discomfort zone that you didn't even recognize it as a discomfort zone, where something was holding on to something, making its happiness dependent on something. So we can call it an initiation, we can call it a, you know, restructuring, whatever. Yeah. In the end, we have to let go of everything. We can't hold on to anything. It is just like that. We know it, but somehow, you know.
yeah, big difference between knowing and letting it happen.
Yeah, for sure. But that's it, like starting to get that aligned, yeah? Starting to, okay, I know it here. How do I get that into the body, yeah? Something in the body goes, all is well, it's okay.
It's very much linked as well with victim energy.
Yeah. Yeah, letting all that stuff come to the light, letting it come into consciousness, get seen, and not going with it, not giving it energy, not, yeah.
That's difficult often, not giving it energy. So thank you for keeping me here.
Yeah. In my view, it's more difficult to give it energy.
Well, I'm not there yet.
It's such a high price.
Yeah, I know, but my sister
and it's just, you know, it's just like it's just being so gentle with it and soft with it and not trying to rush it, just honoring it. Okay, so the system, and it's like it's somehow it clings onto it and you just see it and go, okay, I understand. You be gentle with it. Say, okay, it's okay that you're doing that. I see it. As gentle as you can be, not being, violent inside of it. Okay, whatever the system's doing, seeing it, honoring it. It's not wrong, it's not bad.
It's one of these typical situations where patterns kind of meet each other, like the warrior meeting the victim and the warrior beating up the victim. And
Yeah.
Thank you for holding this with me here.
Welcome. And even in the midst of whatever's going on in this circumstance, just feeling how these systems meet each other and enjoying that, just holding each other's hands in this, whatever this is.
Strong reaction from my belly and my sacrum to this holding hands, presence and invitation. Sweet.
It's like whatever that organization that felt alone in this, felt abandoned or whatever, just recognizing it's not. This is, we all know, we've all experienced something like this. We know it. It's not personal to anyone. It's old information.
It is. It really is.
Great, Inga.
Thank you, Isaac.
Thank you, Inga.
Thank you so much.
Where's Sibella?
Do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you and I see you.
Okay.
Thanks, Abella. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Isaac.
Very welcome. Thank you. Anna?
Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Anna. Can you feel your feet on the floor, Anna?
I didn't.
Can you feel your feet on the floor?
Yes, I feel almost in my feet. I feel my whole body kind of tingling, and the
Great.
feet are a little bit cold.
Yeah. So just consciously feeling your feet on the floor for
Yes.
a moment or two. Just,
Yeah.
Just gently, just bringing attention there, feeling your connection to your roots, the roots going into the earth. Yeah. And just see how that feels. Yeah. Not that it has to feel any particular way, just a gentle noticing. How does that feel when your attention includes that? Yeah.
I feel a little bit like a rock now.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, fantastic. Thank you. A couple of practical announcements. This Friday, Sunday, and Tuesday, there won't be regular meetings because the retreat will be from this Friday. And there is still space if everyone wants to jump in at the last minute. There's space. And Bas, thank you very much for hosting. And sorry, Lily, I saw you had your hand up, but we've kind of come to the end of the evening.
It's okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Love to all, peace to all.